The city of Edinburg plans to take out millions of dollars in loans and develop a private apartment complex.
Yeah, the city approved it during a special meeting, but some city commissioners are raising questions about the whole deal. Channel 5's Michael Scott joins us live from our studio.
The city of Edinburg voted 3-2 to move forward with this deal. This is a public-private partnership. The city hopes to generate revenue once the apartments are complete.
There's a lot of exhibits missing. There's a lot of things that call for title commitment, deed of trust.
That's just some of the concerns for Commissioner David Torres and Commissioner Richard Molina. Both voted no to move forward with this project.
The way that this was done and the way that it was put out seemed very, very rushed. It lacked a lot of documentation. There was a lot of blanks on the paperwork that they wanted us to vote on, which is why I voted no.
The city voted to create a nonprofit corporation, which will head a new private apartment complex in La Siena development. That's on the north side of Edinburg. A $35 million loan will have to be taken out on the city's credit to complete the project. It's something that's been in the works for nearly 3 years. A developer approached the city. Molina tells me he recalls the time it was brought up, but he says it never got to a point where they had all these closing documents to look at until the night before the meeting.
Yes, I was familiar with the project, but the way that the project was handled and the way that it went down, there was a big lack of transparency.
Some spots on the documents were left blank when they voted.
This here, and it has no interest rate, it has no date of note, no maturity date, and no payment dates. And these are, we voted to close on these with this documentation.
Those concerns were addressed in the meeting. An interest rate on the loan will be set next year. It's expected to be set around 5%. We spoke to Edinburg Mayor Richard Garcia by phone. He says all the city commissioners had access to the documents and have discussed the project in closed executive sessions.
My understanding was that all the questions were addressed, everything was satisfied, and it was going to go on for the next meeting.
Garcia says everything will be handled by the nonprofit. This includes contracts for the work on the complex. He tells me the north side of Edinburg is growing. Molina says he'd rather see money be put to other areas in the city first. And the city will appoint a board to oversee the nonprofit. We're told that should happen during the first city council meeting of next year. Reporting in the Channel 5 News studio tonight, Michael Scott, Channel 5 News at 6.